The sublime is a physical sensation that is unusual and strange. It's not intellectual. It combines a kind of terror at how infinite things are, or about how strange the world is, and a sense of pleasure about how exciting that is. And those two conflicting emotions create a physical sensation that equates to the sublime. We tend to live so much in words and language that all of our experience is filtered through words. We don't see a tree as a strange thing emerging out of the ground. We see the word tree. And sometimes we have all had experiences, I think every single one of us have had experiences where we can't quite find the words to describe it. Words don't equal the experience itself. And in those moments, we are experiencing the sublime. Because by its nature, it is something that transcends words or language. It's something felt deeply inside of us that stirs us in a way that we can't find the words to describe it. The other way of approaching the sublime is that try to imagine human consciousness as this sort of circle, okay? And in that circle, our brains tend to live inside that circle. Our thoughts and our behavior and our ways of thinking are all kind of limited and restricted by the culture that we live in, right? And so the sublime is an experience that takes us just outside that circle, where we're feeling things that we've never really felt before. We're seeing the world around us sensually, visually, in a way that we've never really seen before. We're experiencing history, the past. It's coming alive in a way where it normally is kind of dead. We're experiencing animals as these strange creatures with their own consciousness, as opposed to just seeing these categories of cat or dog. The dog actually has an incredibly strange experience of its world, right? It lives mostly through smells, right? In sense. And so we're experiencing things as they are, and it's taking us outside of that limited circle. And when we go outside of that limiting circle, we have the sublime is a physical sensation. It's not intellectual. It's a physical sensation, right? So when you feel a sense of awe at the world around you, when you look up at the night sky and you see the infinite nature of it and the stars there, it registers as goosebumps on your skin, as a kind of change in your heartbeat. Your breathing slows down. It's a physical sensation that is unusual and strange. It combines a kind of terror at how infinite things are, or about how strange the world is, and a sense of pleasure about how exciting that is. And those two conflicting emotions create a physical sensation that equates to the sublime. It's a way of going outside that circle and experiencing things as they actually are, not as filtered by our minds and by our brains, and things that take us outside of language, where we're not experiencing things through the filters, but we're experiencing the world directly, and it has an overwhelming effect on us. And that is sort of how I see the sublime.